In the busy heart of Nigeria, where life moves at a relentless pace, love often finds its way through the chaos. Lagos, the largest city in the country, serves as the backdrop for this tale of two souls destined to meet. Known for its vibrant culture, diverse traditions, and fast-paced lifestyle, Lagos offers a unique canvas on which the story unfolds. From the crowded streets of Surulere to the serene beaches of Lekki, every location plays a role in shaping the journey of Amara and Chinedu. Nigeria is a nation rich in diversity, with over 250 ethnic groups contributing to its cultural tapestry. In this story, both Amara and Chinedu come from different backgrounds. Amara hails from a Yoruba family based in Abeokuta, while Chinedu traces his roots to an Igbo community in Enugu. Despite these differences, their shared values of respect, hard work, and family unity form the foundation of their relationship. Valentine's Day holds special significance in Nigeria, celebrated not only as a day of romance but also as an opportunity to express gratitude and appreciation for loved ones. It is common to see people exchanging gifts, organizing surprise parties, or simply spending quality time together. For many Nigerians, it's a reminder of the importance of nurturing relationships, whether romantic or familial. In the heart of Lagos, in Nigeria, where chaos and life intertwined in a vibrant dance, two souls were about to meet. Amara was rushing through the crowded streets of Surulere, her arms laden with shopping bags. She had spent hours picking out gifts for her family ahead of Valentine's Day. Her mind wandered as she walked, thinking about how much she wished someone special would share this day with her. As she turned onto a lower road, she collided with another person walking briskly in the opposite direction. Books tumbled from his hands, scattering across the pavement. "Oh no!" Amara exclaimed, quickly bending down to help him pick them up. The man looked up at her, his dark eyes meeting hers, and smiled apologetically. "Sorry about that," he said, brushing off one of the books. His name was Chinedu, a university lecturer who had just finished preparing lecture notes for his students. He noticed Amara's kind expression and couldn't help but feel drawn to her warmth. "I wasn't watching where I was going." Amara chuckled softly. "Neither was I. These bags are heavier than they look." They both laughed, easing the awkwardness of their collision. As they stood there, surrounded by the noise of the city, it felt like time slowed down just for them. "Do you live around here?" Chinedu asked, curiosity sparking in his voice. Amara hesitated before answering, unsure if she should give away too much information so soon. But something about him made her feel safe. "Not exactly. I'm visiting family," she replied, handing him back the last book. "Maybe we'll see each other again sometime." Chinedu nodded thoughtfully. "That'd be nice. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way." With that, he walked away, leaving Amara standing there, wondering what might have been. A week later, fate brought Amara and Chinedu together once more, this time at an art exhibition in Victoria Island. Amara loved art and often attended such events when she visited Lagos. She wandered through the gallery, admiring paintings that captured the essence of Nigerian culture. Her fingers traced the edges of a canvas depicting fishermen on the Lagos lagoon when a familiar voice startled her. "You seem lost in thought," Chinedu said, stepping beside her. Amara turned to see him smiling warmly, holding a cup of coffee in his hand. "Chinedu. What a coincidence," she said, surprised yet delighted. "Are you into art?" He shrugged modestly. "Not really. A friend dragged me along. But now I'm glad I came." His gaze lingered on her longer than necessary, making Amara blush slightly. They spent the next hour exploring the exhibit together, sharing stories about their lives. Amara learned that Chinedu grew up in Enugu and moved to Lagos for work. He spoke passionately about teaching and helping young minds grow. In turn, Chinedu discovered Amara's love for writing and her dream of becoming a published author someday. "This is fun," Amara admitted as they stopped near a sculpture garden outside. "I didn't expect to run into you again so soon." Chinedu grinned. "Neither did I. Maybe it's meant to be." Before parting ways, Chinedu suggested they exchange numbers. Amara agreed, feeling a flutter in her chest as he typed his digits into her phone. As she watched him walk away, she realized she might have found someone worth getting to know better. The days following their second encounter were filled with text messages and phone calls. Chinedu and Amara bonded over shared interests, discovering common ground in their love for literature, music, and even spicy jollof rice. Their conversations flowed effortlessly, turning late nights into cherished moments. One evening, while chatting via WhatsApp, Chinedu mentioned his upcoming birthday. "It's not a big deal," he added quickly. "Just another year older." Amara frowned at the screen. "How can you say that? Birthdays are important." "I guess I've never celebrated properly," Chinedu confessed. "Work always gets in the way." "Well, maybe this year will be different," Amara replied mischievously. "Let me know your plans, and I'll surprise you." Chinedu chuckled. "You're full of surprises already." Their banter continued until late into the night, leaving both of them smiling long after their devices went silent. For Amara, these interactions felt like pieces of a puzzle falling into place. And for Chinedu, every message from her brightened his otherwise hectic schedule. On the phone one afternoon, Amara asked, "Do you believe in love at first sight?" There was a pause before Chinedu answered. "I didn't, until I met you." Her cheeks flushed red, though he couldn't see it. "Don't say things like that unless you mean them," she teased lightly. "I do mean it," he insisted. "And I hope you feel the same way." Chinedu invited Amara to dinner at a rooftop restaurant overlooking Ikoyi. The view of the city lights twinkling beneath the moonlit sky created a magical atmosphere. When Amara arrived, dressed elegantly in a flowing Ankara gown, Chinedu couldn't take his eyes off her. "You look stunning," he complimented, pulling out her chair. Amara blushed, thanking him shyly. Over plates of suya and plantains, they talked about everything under the sun, childhood memories, career aspirations, and dreams for the future. At one point, Chinedu leaned forward earnestly. "Amara, I want you to know how special you are to me," he began. "Every moment with you feels right." Touched, Amara reached across the table to hold his hand. "I feel the same way. You make everything easier, even the hard parts." Later, as they strolled along the beach nearby, the ocean waves crashing gently against the shore, Chinedu stopped suddenly. Pulling a small box from his pocket, he handed it to her. "For you," he said simply. Inside was a delicate silver bracelet engraved with the words "Forever Yours." Tears welled up in Amara's eyes as she hugged him tightly. When Amara introduced Chinedu to her family during a weekend visit to Abeokuta, he impressed everyone with his charm and intelligence. Her parents, especially her mother, took an instant liking to him. Over steaming bowls of egusi soup, Mrs. Okonkwo questioned Amara teasingly. "So, when are you bringing this fine young man home permanently?" she joked, earning laughter from the rest of the family. Chinedu chuckled nervously, glancing at Amara for support. "Mom, I promise to take good care of her," he assured her solemnly. Afterward, Amara pulled him aside. "My mom likes you," she whispered, grinning. "But don't let her scare you." "I wouldn't trade this moment for anything," Chinedu replied sincerely. "Your family makes me feel welcome." Despite their growing bond, challenges began to surface. Chinedu's demanding job required frequent travel, while Amara faced pressure from publishers regarding her manuscript deadline. One evening, after a particularly stressful day, Amara vented her frustrations to Chinedu. "Why does everything have to be so hard?" she lamented, sitting on the couch beside him. Chinedu wrapped his arm around her shoulders comfortingly. "Life isn't easy, but we face it together," he reminded her. "Remember why you started writing in the first place." His encouragement reignited her passion, reminding her that love and determination could overcome any obstacle. To celebrate Amara's successful submission of her manuscript, Chinedu planned a surprise trip to Calabar. Nestled amidst lush greenery and warm hospitality, the couple explored epic landmarks and enjoyed delicious local cuisine. On the final night, Chinedu led Amara to the top of Mount Kwa, where the stars seemed within reach. "Amara, I've been thinking." Chinedu started, taking her hands in his. "I want us to build a life together. Will you marry me?" Speechless, Amara nodded, tears streaming down her face. "Yes," she whispered finally. "Yes, I will." Planning their wedding became a joyful yet chaotic experience. From choosing traditional outfits to selecting catering services, every detail mattered. Friends and relatives joined in the excitement, offering advice and support. Amidst the preparations, Amara reflected on how far she and Chinedu had come since their chance meeting. "We are doing it," she told him one evening, holding his hand tightly. "Starting our own chapter together." Chinedu kissed her forehead tenderly. "And it's only the beginning." Just weeks before the wedding, tragedy struck when Chinedu's father fell ill. Rushing to Enugu, Chinedu struggled to balance his responsibilities, leaving Amara worried and alone. During a heartfelt conversation, she reassured him. "Your family comes first," she insisted firmly. "I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes." Moved by her understanding, Chinedu vowed to cherish her forever. Finally, the day arrived. Dressed in resplendent attire, Amara walked down the aisle toward Chinedu, who waited patiently with tears in his eyes. Surrounded by loved ones, they exchanged vows, promising devotion and fidelity. "I love you," Amara whispered as they sealed their union with a kiss. "And I love you," Chinedu echoed, holding her close. Their honeymoon in Zanzibar proved unforgettable, filled with sun-soaked beaches and serene evenings. Together, they explored markets, tried exotic foods, and danced under the stars. Each moment strengthened their connection, reinforcing their decision to spend eternity together. Back in Lagos, the newlyweds settled into a cozy apartment in Lekki. Decorating their space became a collaborative effort, blending their personalities into every corner. Weekends were reserved for lazy mornings, movie marathons, and spontaneous road trips. As years passed, Amara pursued her writing career while Chinedu excelled academically. Supporting each other's ambitions became their priority, proving that love thrived on mutual respect and trust. When Amara announced her pregnancy, joy overflowed in their household. Preparing for parenthood brought its own set of challenges, but their love remained unwavering. Holding her baby boy for the first time, Chinedu marveled at the miracle they created. "Our little Valentine," Amara murmured, gazing at her husband lovingly. Years later, as gray streaked their hair and wrinkles lined their faces, Amara and Chinedu sat on their porch, reminiscing about their journey. Hand in hand, they watched the sunset paint the sky in hues of orange and pink. "To many more Valentines," Chinedu toasted, raising a glass of wine. Amara smiled, leaning into his embrace. "To forever." And so, their story continued, written in the language of love. Open communication played a crucial role in their relationship. Whether it was Amara supporting Chinedu during his father's illness or Chinedu encouraging Amara with her writing career, their ability to express emotions and listen to each other fostered trust and understanding. Despite coming from different backgrounds, Yoruba and Igbo cultures, Amara and Chinedu respected each other's uniqueness. They celebrated their differences while finding common ground, showing that diversity can enrich relationships rather than divide them.